students. Today we will be talking about organic farming. The course title is Principles of Organic Farming. You may have studied earlier what is organic farming. So organic farming is a method of crop and livestock production that involves much more than choosing not to use pesticides, fertilizers and genetically modified organisms, antibiotics and growth hormones. Organic production is a holistic system designed to optimize the productivity and fitness of diverse communities within the agroecosystem, including soil organisms, plants, livestock and people. The principal goal of organic production is to develop enterprises that are sustainable and harmonious with the environment. As per USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, organic farming is a system which avoids or largely excludes the use of synthetic inputs like fertilizers, pesticides, hormones, feed additives, etc. and to the maximum extent feasible rely upon crop rotations, crop residues, animal manures, off-farm organic waste, mineral grade rock additives and biological system of nutrient mobilization and plant protection. As per FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, organic agriculture is a unique production management system which promotes and enhances agroecosystem health, including biodiversity, biological cycles and soil biological activity, and this is accomplished by using on-farm agronomic, biological and mechanical methods in exclusion of all synthetic off-farm inputs. The International Federation for Organic Agriculture Movement IFM definition of organic agriculture is based on 4 principles. These are principle of health, principle of ecology, principle of fairness and principle of care. The principle of health states that the role of organic agriculture, whether in farming, processing, distribution or consumption, is to sustain and enhance the health of ecosystems and organisms from the smallest in the soil to human beings. In particular, organic agriculture is intended to produce high quality nutritious food that contributes to preventive health care and well-being. In view of this, it should avoid the use of fertilizers, pesticides, animal drugs and food additives that may have adverse health effects. The principle of ecology states that organic agriculture should attain ecological balance through the design of farming systems, establishment of habitats and maintenance of genetic and agricultural diversity. Those who produce, process, trade or consume organic products should protect and benefit the common environment, including landscapes, climate, habitats, biodiversity, air and water. The third principle is principle of fairness. It states that fairness is characterized by equity, respect, justice and stewardship of the shared world both among people and their relationship to other living beings. All other living beings. The principle emphasizes that those involved in organic agriculture should conduct humane relationship in a manner that ensures fairness at all levels and to all parties: farmers, workers, processors, distributors, traders and consumers. This principle also insists that animals should also be provided with the conditions and opportunities of life that accord with their physiology, natural behavior and well-being. Natural and environmental resources that are used for production and consumption should be managed in a way that is socially and ecologically just and should be held in trust for future generations. The principle of care states that science is necessary to ensure that organic agriculture is healthy, safe and ecologically sound. However, scientific knowledge alone is not sufficient for this, and practical experience, accumulated wisdom and traditional and indigenous knowledge offer valid solutions tested by time. Organic agriculture should prevent significant risk by adopting appropriate technologies and rejecting unpredictable ones such as genetic engineering and genetically modified organisms. Decisions should reflect the values and needs of all who might be affected through transparent and participatory processes. Now, these are the principles of organic farming. It protects the environment, minimize soil degradation and erosion, decrease pollution, environmental pollution, optimize biological productivity and promote a sound state of health. soil health and human health. Maintain long-term soil fertility by optimizing conditions for biological activity within the soil, and maintain biological diversity within the ecosystem, agroecosystem. The recycle byproducts, the organic agriculture by default recycle byproducts and resources to the greatest extent possible within the enterprise. It also provides attentive care that promotes the health and meets the behavioral need of the livestock. It prepares organic products, emphasizing careful processing and handling methods in order to maintain the organic integrity and vital qualities of the products at all the stages of production. It relies on renewable resources in locally organized agricultural systems. In totality, organic agriculture aims at a sustainable production system based on natural processes. The key characteristics of organic agriculture are that it relies primarily on local renewable resources. It makes efficient use of solar energy and the production potential of biological system, all the biological systems. It maintains the soil fertility. It maximizes recycling of plant nutrients and organic matter. It does not use organisms or substances which are foreign to nature. For example, genetically modified organisms, varieties, chemical fertilizers or pesticides. It maintains diversity in the production system as well as the agricultural landscape, and it gives farm animals life conditions that correspond to their ecological role and allow them a natural behavior. In organic farming or organic agriculture system, the major emphasis is given on maintenance of favorable soil condition and structure. It is well recognized fact that in organic agriculture, the soil is fed rather than plants being fed with nutrients. The development and use of crop rotation that improves and prevents soil erosion, and also it improves soil fertility. Non-chemical and biological control of pests, diseases and weeds, which is the most tricky part. Now the advantages of organic farming. Organic manures produce optimal condition in the soil for high yield and good quality crops. They supply all the nutrients required by the plants, whereas in case of chemical fertilizers, we only supply major nutrients NPK and to the most secondary nutrients. Micronutrients are not given emphasis in conventional agriculture, but when we use organic manures, they supply all the nutrients, whether it is NPK, major nutrients, primary, secondary and micronutrients. The organic manure improve plant growth and physiological activities of plants. They also improve the soil physical properties such as granulation and good tilth, giving good aeration, easy root penetration and improved water holding capacity. The fibrous portion of the organic matter with its high carbon content promotes soil aggregation to improve the permeability and aeration of clay soils, while its ability to absorb soil moisture helps in granulation of sandy soil and improves their water holding capacity. Such a way it helps both clay soil and sandy soil in a better way. The carbon in organic matter is a source of energy for microbes and it helps in aggregation. Organic manures also improve the soil chemical properties such as supply and retention of soil nutrients and promote favorable chemical reactions. They also reduce the need for purchased inputs, as most of the inputs used in organic agriculture are being recycled on the farm with the byproducts. Most of the organic manures are waste or byproducts which on accumulation, if not used properly, may lead to pollution. By way of utilizing them for organic farming, pollution is also minimized. Organic manures are considered as complete plant food. Organic matter restores the pH of the soil. It acts as buffer for soil pH, which may become acid due to continuous application of chemical fertilizers. Organically grown crops are believed to produce healthier and nutritionally superior food for man, human and animals than those grown with chemical fertilizers. Organically grown plants are also considered to be more resistant to pests and diseases, and hence few or two chemical sprays or other protective treatments are required. There is an increasing consumer demand for agricultural produces which are free of toxic chemical residues. There is an increasing consumer demand for agricultural produces which are free of toxic chemical residues. In developed countries, consumers are willing to pay more for premium price for organic food. Organic farming helps to avoid chain reaction in the environment from chemical sprays and dust. Organic farming helps to prevent environmental degradation and can be used to regenerate degraded areas. Since the basic aim is diversification of crops, much more secure income can be obtained than when we rely on only one crop or single enterprise system. Now, there are many advantages of organic farming, but there are some limitations also. Like maintenance of organic carbon is difficult in tropical agriculture, especially because of high temperature coupled with conventional tillage used, where the organic carbon is very easily oxidized. Organic agriculture system or organic farming takes time to build up the soil fertility and balance the ecosystem. So, if sudden shift is made for organic farming, it can reduce or it generally reduces crop yields to a great extent. Non-availability of organic farming, organic manures and crop residues, biofertilizers, biopesticides is another problem. Major problem is obviously weed control and pest control in organic farming, and the non-availability of biopesticides and bioweedicides becomes a major problem. Transport of organic manures is difficult due to bulkiness of organic manures. They are very bulky in nature. The absence of premium price of organic farming produces in India is also a problem, because the premium price of organic products is subject to certification process, which is when a certification agency certified a produce that it is organically produced, or it is then it gets a tag of organic produce, and then only the producer can fetch a premium price for it, his or her produce. So absence of premium price generally discourages farmers, or the certification process discourages farmer to go for organic farming. In India, it is recognized that organic farming is expensive and labor intensive. Lack of technical know-how, especially like effective control of weeds, insects and diseases, is also a major drawback, and lack of awareness among farmers in respect to organic farming. In later classes, we will talk about certification process of organic farming, how the certification process happen, and what are the certification agencies available in India, and what are the prospects of organic farming in India. Thank you.